Long ago, there lived a brother and sister named Hansel and Gretel. They lived with their father, a poor woodcutter, and their cruel stepmother. Life was hard for them, and often they went hungry because there was so little food in the house. One day, their stepmother said to their father, "We don't have enough food? Take Hansel and Gretel into the forest and leave them there so we can survive without them." The father was heartbroken, but after being pressured, he agreed. Hansel overheard the plan. Cleverly, he gathered small white stones and put them in his pocket. The next morning, as they walked into the forest, Hansel secretly dropped the stones along the path. After their father and stepmother abandoned them, Hansel took Gretel's hand and said, "Don't be afraid, sister. These stones will show us the way home." Sure enough, they followed the shining stones under the moonlight and returned home safely. Their father was relieved, but the stepmother grew furious. A few days later, she forced the father to abandon the children once more. This time, Hansel could only carry pieces of bread. He dropped breadcrumbs along the way, hoping to find their path back. But sadly, the birds of the forest ate all the crumbs, and Hansel and Gretel were lost. They wandered deep into the forest until they found a strange house made of bread, cake, and candy. Hungry, they began to eat the walls and roof. Suddenly, the door creaked open, and out came an old woman. But she was no ordinary grandmother. She was a wicked witch who lured children to eat them. The witch locked Hansel inside a cage and forced Gretel to work around the house. Every day, she fed Hansel plenty of food to fatten him up. But Hansel, being clever, held out a small bone whenever she checked his finger, so she thought he was still too thin. At last, the witch grew impatient. She lit a great oven and told Gretel to climb in and see if it was hot enough. Gretel pretended not to understand and asked, "How do I get inside, grandmother?" Annoyed, the witch leaned forward to show her. Quick as lightning, Gretel pushed her into the oven and shut the door tight. The wicked witch was burned and destroyed. Gretel freed Hansel from the cage. Together, they discovered the witch's treasure of gold and jewels and carried it home. Their father welcomed them joyfully. From then on, they lived happily and never went hungry again.